Hi, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, I'm Chelsea, and I am a first-time mom with a 10-month-old little baby girl. Her name's Giselle, and I thought that it would be good to share with you guys my story of how I got Giselle. I don't know if you guys have noticed her in my videos that she clearly doesn't look like me. Well, I don't think she does. Some people think she does. And she's got the dark brown eyes and the dark brown hair, and she's got nice color in her skin. She's not adopted. We actually had a difficult time having a child on our own. So I'm going to share the story of how we got Giselle through an egg donor. Also one of my best friends too. Here's how it happened. Let's get into it. When my stuff came in the mail, I kind of freaked out looking at everything, and I was really scared to give myself shots. I just went on a trip to Vegas with two former students, Brinley and Janae, and they actually helped me with my very first shot. By the end of my first round of IVF, I felt pretty confident in giving myself shots, and I really grew like a huge respect and appreciation for diabetics and people that have to do this on the daily, because it's not fun and it's a chore. This particular clip is from when I did my trigger shot, that's the very last shot that you do before your eggs are supposed to pop out into the follicles before egg retrieval. So I was really excited and nervous. At this point I had done about 45 shots, which I thought was a lot at the time, but it's actually not too bad considering people do IVF sometimes 3 or 4 times, and little did I know that I'd be ending up doing it once again. And also at this point I was not vegan, but I was kind of transitioning into vegan. I had cut dairy out, but I hadn't read the China study yet, which was a game changer for me. And I was just slowly dabbling and researching everything about it. And so yeah, a week later we drove up to Pleasant Grove, Utah. That's where the fertility center was that I was working with. And this is me just going under the anesthesia, getting ready for egg retrieval. And I kept repeating myself and acting all weird, and Steve was making fun of me, and we were just excited and nervous all at once. So after I woke up from the egg retrieval, then they told me that there was 5 eggs that they were able to retrieve, which is not very many. So that was kind of a red flag right there. 3 of the eggs fertilized, but they were all really poor quality. They said they were like the lowest on the scale of poor. That was really hard to hear right after I had just done everything. And then they just said, yeah, these are poor quality. You can see they're fragmenting and they're falling apart on the edges. And my doctor said, I'm going to put all 3 embryos in you and hopefully one takes, but he said really there's only like a 20% chance that even one will take. So we left that day from the fertility center just really defeated. I already thought at that point, okay, we're probably gonna start looking at adoption stuff, which is still an amazing and wonderful option too. I think for me, I just really wanted to have the opportunity to have a baby, to actually have a baby. We call ourselves Calamity because we help people in the community that are going through real life calamities, and we dance for them and raise money through our shows. The cool thing though is that we also help each other a ton, and we have our own life calamities as well. So one day we're sitting in the circle with my dance team, and I think it was Tia's sister Irene, and I think it was her, that said, Tia, why don't you just give Chelsea some of your eggs? She can have a cute brown baby. And everyone started laughing, and we just all kind of pushed it off. A couple days later, I was having lunch with Tia, and she said, I really do want you to have the experience of being a mom. Like, can I help you? Can I donate my eggs? And I was like, oh, no, no way. No. Never say never. I thought that having an egg donor would be the weirdest thing when it was first mentioned to me by my doctor. I remember I looked through the catalog, I call it a catalog, of all these egg donors. But for me, it felt weird that I didn't know any of them. So I remember Tia saying, well, the only thing is that you might have a brown baby. And I said, oh, okay, that's fine. Secretly, I thought, okay, if she ends up looking like Tia, great, because I think Tia is gorgeous, so that's fine with me. I wanted to take her up on the offer, but I was really nervous. I didn't want anything to come between our friendship or anything to happen to her, like health-wise, or, I mean, inside I was like bursting with joy when she offered. I mean, I think the world of her. Like, I don't think she knows. She's beautiful, like for reals. Like, I know everyone says that, it's pretty cliche, but I remember just staring at her and thinking, she is so pretty, and she's an amazing dancer. She also is over a fitness group called Hot Mess, and she helps uplift all these women. And the whole thing was just very surreal, and I just couldn't believe that it was actually happening, that we were actually doing this, like that we'd spent the summer doing this and we were going up north now and we were going to retrieve Tia's eggs. Like, she's one of the busiest women that I know, but she made time to do this, and this is crazy schedule stuff that you have to keep track of. I remember calling her all the time and texting her, making sure that she was doing everything she was supposed to do, but she did. I mean, she was on top of it and made sure that everything was done right, all the meds, all the shots. So the final moment had arrived, and I was so nervous. Now it was Tia's time to, start to go under the anesthesia. So I remember we were teasing her because at one point she said, I'm kind of a big deal, and we all started laughing. I mean, she is a big deal, so it was fit perfectly. The retrieval went well though, and we were able to get some eggs that we could start to fertilize in the lab. We were able to put 2 good quality embryos inside of me a week later, and then I had to wait for 2 weeks before I could do the blood test to see if I was pregnant. So in the meantime, I had to keep doing my lovely oil hormone progesterone shots in my backside. These were not fun. I thought this was worse than when I did my first round of IVF. I didn't know surrogate moms had to do this kind of stuff. So now I know, because I pretty much was a surrogate mom for my own baby. I was a little too anxious waiting for the results from my pregnancy test, and they told me not to do a home pregnancy test while I was waiting, but I ended up doing one, and it did say that I was pregnant. So I did get my hopes up pretty high. After what felt like the longest 2 weeks ever, the day came where I was expecting the phone call from Dr. Folk's office, and I held my phone in my hand all day. I did not want to miss that phone call. I was so nervous. And finally it was them, and they gave me the good news, and I found out that I was indeed pregnant. I told Steve, and then I told Tia, so she was the second person to know. This was a baby shower that she threw me along with all of my Hot Mess Fitness and Calamity sisters and Chaos kids. I kept dancing and performing and working out as best I could up until about 30 weeks, and then I started to slow down a little bit just because she was really low, and so it was a little painful, but I honestly had an amazing pregnancy. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better pregnancy. It was awesome. No complications, nothing went wrong. I was only a little sick at the beginning, but nothing bad. I had an all-natural birth without any drugs, any epidural, and honestly, if I was to go back and do it again, I would do it the same way. It was incredible, indescribable, hard, but I just, if you've never done it, it's amazing. I had a great recovery, and Giselle was really healthy, and there wasn't anything wrong with her, thank goodness. She was 7 pounds 2 ounces and almost 21 inches long. So Tia is a mother of 3 handsome, cute little boys. I think a lot of people consider egg donation like a simple, easy thing, but it's really a lot more complicated than you would think. I don't know how I could ever truly repay her. I just feel so beyond blessed. I mean, a huge gift on her part. We are eternally grateful. Not everyone could do what Tia did. I think it takes a lot of love and strength to do that. She made it possible for us to be parents, to have our own little family, to have these experiences that we may not have had without her. I honestly love everything about having a known egg donor. I love that Giselle will always know who Tia is and know where she came from. Tia's got this really cute and fun relationship with Giselle. And I'm still mom. She's like the fun auntie. It's just perfect, really. And I'm just so grateful that I found Tia, that our paths have crossed. I can't imagine it any other way. Well, we love you, Tia, and we can never thank you enough. And to all those egg donors out there, all those other amazing women out there that do that, thank you for helping other women have the experience of motherhood. It's a pretty priceless gift. Say hi. She's so cute. Like, could I have gotten a cuter baby? No. Goodbye.